Hello, girls and guys, it's me from Vilnius, and I just want to share something. I will do it very quickly, but I'm blown away by the amount of views my previous video has. So I want to thank everyone who's watching my videos and taking the time to leave a comment. It means a lot to me, so thanks for that. I was in Riga. Too bad I used most of my time to edit my video. And of course, when I had the time to do something, I went off-road. You know it's loose sand when you can just let your bike stand like this. I saw this place when I was heading to Riga, so I had to go back. It looked like a lot of fun, and it was. It was a 30-minute drive, but totally worth it. For all the people wondering, yes, I'm still on stock tires, but I'm gonna change them soon. Thanks for all the reminders in my previous video to change them. It's hard to see the steepness of a hill and the deep tracks in the sand on the video. And going down is most of the times a lot easier than going up, of course. But this was not going to work. So I had to find another way to go back, which I did. I cannot wait to experience and show the differences with better off-road tires. I hope I will have them next video. Of course, this was planned. Let's say I needed a break. From the day that I arrived in Latvia, there was a curfew, so I was not allowed to go outside after 8 o'clock, and everything was even closed at 7 o'clock. It was time to leave Riga and follow a part of the Trans-Euro Trail of Latvia. There was still one beautiful place close to Riga which I wanted to visit before driving the TET. And I was happy that I did. Enough beautiful drone footage. TET is waiting. The trail was luckily not too far from here. And from out of experience, it's always good to have one more look when you leave a place. Sometimes I almost even forgot my bike. The weather was amazing, a clear blue sky and a soft temperature. After all those rainy days, I felt like the luckiest person alive, driving on these amazing trails with this awesome bike. The scenery was beautiful. The routes were easier, but still fun to drive on. Luckily, the trails became harder, so there was no time to get bored. It was time to get back to work. You don't want to lose your balance here. I almost didn't have any space to put my feet down on the ground. And because of the mud, it was so slippery.
you kidding me?
There was a big tree laying on the trail again. The problem was the angle of the position of the tree.
Ja, tuurlijk. And again, it's too hard.
I had to remove my bags again.
Because of this tree. Stupid tree again. I hate trees.
I don't need oxygen. The challenges were not over yet. Soon I had to find a place to sleep. I needed to rush because I had to be in my tent before 8, of course. I found the perfect place. No one was going to bother me here. And for the perfect camping video, here it comes. Well, let's give it one more try. Well, one more. Perfect. Time to eat.
Oh man, I'm getting spoiled. It's gonna be rice time again. How great.
Yes, this is me eating rice. I think you get the idea.
Yummy, 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 yummy. So this is my first time in a tent since I arrived in Estonia, and there are two reasons for that. Well, hostels are a very good way to socialize, and that's really nice sometimes, especially if you're driving the whole day solo. And the temperatures, so it's really cold. It's already freezing during nighttime, and now I'm close to the coastline, so it's gonna be around 4 degrees. So I was like, yeah, let's give it a try.
And the next morning,
So I had a decent night of sleep, but I would say this was just a little bit too cold. And now it's breakfast time. Yummy.
but I got reminded immediately why I am sleeping in tents. A perfect view to start the day. Time to move on. No rain yet. Yes, I know, I really need different tires. And thanks for the comment about using the kill switch. It worked. Muddy trails combined with grass were the worst. On those trails I have almost nothing to say. It was time for a break. last day I noticed something, but way too late. My brake pads were totally gone. I tried to find a store, the official Yamaha dealer, and there's one in Riga and there's one in Klaipėda. So I think I'm heading to Klaipėda because I've already been in Riga. They did change the braking pads, but I had my doubts about the disc and some other parts. It had some old remaining metal parts of the previous braking pads on it. I was not able to brake with it as I used to do. So I headed to the other Yamaha store in Vilnius, because the mechanic in Klaipėda was sick. So I prepared myself for a boring 3-hour trip to Vilnius, a place which I wanted to visit anyways. Okay, interesting. Well, maybe it was me. Maybe I had to drive on the sidewalk. Most of the times you just have to follow the locals. So, by the way, since yesterday I was not in Latvia anymore. I was now in Lithuania. What are the odds? I took the wrong turn, and because of that I met a Dutch guy living here called Rick. The Tenere caught his attention, and when he saw the Dutch license plate, he tried to catch up. We had something in common, not only the passion for driving, but he owns the same motorcycle as I have. Actually, he owns 5 of them. He's organizing really cool off-road trips, so if you're interested, this is the link to his website. And of course we had to do some brum brum. We had a nice chat about his motorcycle background and, of course, a good coffee. He didn't have the time to ride because his parents were visiting. Well, maybe a next time.
Bedankt voor de koffie. Hey, hey. Dank je.
The Yamaha store closed at 7 o'clock, so there was still a chance that I could make it. Don't be surprised here if you're almost driving 140 km per hour and you're being overtaken by a BMW with a trailer. Too bad the mechanic already left. So I went there next morning and they helped me right away.
4 kilowatts to something that has 40
They wanted
plus.
to check the brakes, so they removed the rear wheel and everything was still okay. It was time to leave and finally enjoy the city life. At least it was already braking a little better. It was time to be the ultimate tourist. I will share the shots next video. In the meantime, a very old American pickup truck caught my attention. Probably also because it was covered with dirt. And I like dirt. While I was recording the truck, the owner arrived. I will share the rest of the footage in my next video. But, oh man, what an amazing afternoon. Let's say he was not afraid to use his customized pickup truck.